Oh my god, I found a drift! I've been waiting for those figures for so long since Baccano 9 where they showed a sketch image of him, and now he's here in my hands almost. He's in the package, oh my god! Excuse me. Hello, this is Soundout here, back in our Transformers review. This time with Transformers Generations, Drift. Oh my god, this figure looks so awesome. He's got a samurai sword, and he's a car, and... God, ever since I saw him in this comic book, I've always wanted this figure, and now I have it, and now it's mine. I probably should do a packaging review before I rip this thing open. Maybe. Oh my god, this is awesome. He's got kanji on his blade. He's got all kinds of stuff. Standing by. Okay. I need to calm down. Roll the credits. Calm down now, and here is Drift. Sword is here in the car mode. Here's Drift, here's his awesome picture, and here's his nice little bio back here, and his tech specs, and his car mode, and his dual knives, and his sword storage, and oh god, I can't wait to open this figure. Let's open him up right now! I'm shaking packages now. Here's Drift. And, oh my god, this toy is awesome. I'm not kidding. Just look at his vehicle mode here. He's a white vehicle cross between a Nissan Silva S15 and a Mitsubishi FTO. Whatever that means. I'm just reading stuff off the TF Wiki. But, yes, Drift, the comic book exclusive character to IDW. I believe it first appeared in All Hail Megatron. I'm not sure. I just started reading it Transformers Ongoing. And in September, he's getting his own miniseries, which I've already signed up to get every issue of. Yay! I love Comixology. Anyway, here is his vehicle mode. As you can see, just about all his windows are translucent, except for the back. Hasbro's got a bad habit of doing stuff like that. So as you can see through there, he's got, translucent bits. This is painted because, well, it's got its reasons. Nice tail, like, grill, this section back here with his exhaust pipes. Looks very much like Revenge of the Fallen Breakdown. He's got a nice spoiler kanji on the side here, which is the kanji for samurai. In the comics, it's the katakana for drift, but on the toy here, it's the kanji for samurai. Hey, that's the same thing as on Daigo, yo. Anyway, so yeah, very nicely painted. Underneath, not much robot kibble. You can see his head here. It's right there. And, yeah, very nice looking vehicle mode. It is his Earth mode as opposed to the Cybertronian mode we see in the comics. But here he is with Classics Sideswipe. So you can see he does fit in with the Classics. Which is good, because I love Classics. And I need to get to more Classics, like some of the Japanese ones, because... I love animated, but I love classics too, because classics are the G1 characters. And I love Power Core Commanders, but those are all domestic figures. Anyway, enough rambling. There's not much else to say. His sword here, which I'll talk about for a minute, it's got, I think of the Revel Cane from Kamen Rider Black RX. When I see this sword. But he does have some kanji on it. That's heaven, I know that much. But this does translate out to, let's see, Peerless Under Heaven, according to the TF Wiki. Or Fearless Under Heaven, I guess. I don't know. Peerless is what it says. But yeah, I know that is heaven, so everything under heaven, I don't know. I'm just going to make stuff up. It is rubbery plastic, so it is quite flexible. Kind of like the sword to the Thunder Megazord, or Daireno, if you're in Japan. It's all floppy and stuff. And so is this. This is still floppier, because you can do that. Look at the thing wobble. with his sword, it's a little bit sturdier. That's just crazy. Anyways, now that the random obscure references are out off the side, we'll store this into his vehicle mode if I can. It just does slide in this way, and it stays in there nicely, and he does still roll with it on there, which is nice. Or if you want to, you can put it in this way, just like, it's quite difficult actually this way. You can put it in this way, so that way while he's driving, if he needs to like attack the person in front of him because they're not turning when they should, I don't know. That makes so. We'll just take that out for now. Not much else to say for this vehicle mode. It's very nice looking. Yeah. So we'll transform him now into robot mode. Alright, transformation time. As you can see, Drift is very accurate to his comic book representation, and he is quite awesome looking. Now, you got main details like the hood, chest here. Let me see. Yeah, he's got the hood on his chest, just like he should. And you know, like I said, I'll show this again. You can see his Cybertronian chest underneath, which is pretty cool. He's got his two Autobot logos up here. Nice, again, with the red and white type deal. And you also have nice detail down his legs. Actually, they're kind of bland. I just realized this, but he's got like two paint apps down there. That's all cool. From the back, it looks very nice. Now, you got the two clips again from the sword holding in vehicle mode. Now, if you pull this out, it's not documented in the instructions, but you pull that out, you actually slip the sword in here, and then you can adjust this so it's out of the way so it doesn't bend. Now you got a sword stored on his head, which is kind of cool. Actually, it is cool, because this toy is awesome. I really like the wheels on his arm type deal, kind of carrying over from the Revenge of the Fallen design. They are a little bit more compacted in the comic book, but the comic book slightly defies physics because it's a comic book. It doesn't have to follow physics. That's why we have characters like Superman. Anyway, now on the side here, you do have these cool swords. There is an image here on the TF Wiki, if you can get that right now, please. And it does show him holding these little knives. So, thank you, Hasbro, for including those. There's two of them. They just slot right in there. Now, another little detail that they included was that, if you look through here, how it's silver, and then if you pull the sword out, it's slotted, so that way when you pull the sword out, it's no longer there. It's such a minor detail. I wonder why they bothered to include it, but, you know, it's actually nice looking overall. But yeah, there is Drift. There's not much else to say about, like, detail-wise. God, I keep feeling like this toy could be Blur someday. Oh. Right. Anyway, so, moving on, let's go over his articulation. Articulation-wise, he's got ball joint shoulders, in addition to another joint here to add to the range of posability. He's got double joint elbows, perfect for any samurai. He's got a rotation here. He's got a ball joint wrist, which is very nice. Ball joint hips, rotation at the hip, knees, and you can adjust the ankles up and down. Also, his head is this really cool joint. So it looks like he can look up without it being a straight ball joint, kind of like animate bumblebees, which is very nice looking. Overall, articulation is superb. Now, of course, his articulation can't go without point. Yeah, the little knife things can fit perfectly in his hands, just as well as anything. They just kind of slide in. Or if you want them, you can also slide them in from the bottom. So you can do that. Mostly, I just keep them off to the side unless I'm not using the sword. But yeah, there he is. Very nice looking toy. I really like this guy. I would highly recommend it if you should pick him up. I suggest picking up him on site. God, it's just such an awesome toy. I'm gonna do a posing montage. No posing montage. What was that? You must gather the four. Okay, who is that talking? Wait, why are you here? Hold on, I gotta take care of something. What are you doing here, Bludgeon? I've already reviewed you, your review's done. Wait a second. Samurai. Ah, you just gave me a great idea. Alright, here we go. It's the Samurai Sentai of giant robots. Robotinger! That kind of failed, but this still looks pretty cool. As far as I know, this is all my samurai robots I own. Ika Daikaio, I think, counts. And Tinku Shinkano, and Bludgeon, and Drift, and the Thunder Megazord / Dyrano. It is a Thunder Megazord. But it could be used as Dyrano with some repro labels. Anyways, let's get back to Drift's review, because I still got things to talk about. Alright. Anyway, Drift can do many cool things as Articulation. Yeah, sorry again for the Samurai Sentai reference. Whenever I get a robot that's samurai, I have to do it. Anyways, because of his double joint elbows and his ball joint wrists, you can't have him hold his sword with two hands, which I believe is a first for Samurai Transformers. Which is very cool. I mean, I wish Bludgeon could do this. If we remember back to my... Wait, did I even mention that back in my Bludgeon review? Anyway, yeah, if you haven't seen the Bludgeon review, I'd definitely go check it out. It's got interesting bits to it. Like beheadings of robots. I don't know. I don't really like Drift doing that. Yes. But, Drift is very nice. He is a superb figure. I have hardly any complaints. I think because his legs are limited. Here he is with two random characters, Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus. I don't know why. Just because they're sitting around and... Oh yes, I mean, City Commander. It's Ultra Magnus. Anyway, yeah. So, Drift is very cool. And despite me not wanting to make this go too long, it has gone long enough. Posing. Overall, if you see Drift, buy him. Drift is awesome. If you don't even read the comics that he's in, he is an awesome toy, and there's no getting around that. Not to mention he can make this really awesome pose, but yeah, that's another thing.
Warning, the following footage is of a collector complaining about safety laws.
You know, safety laws exist for children that are too stupid to actually know how to play with the toy safely. Like Fortress Maximus can't be reissued because if you drop him from 50 feet, he can kill people. Who drops a giant 2-foot-tall Transformer off a window? And what kid is going to buy a 2-foot-tall Transformer? I mean, no kid is going to buy a 2-foot-tall Transformer. They might get it for Christmas, but then they're not going to be pushing it out a window because a toy is awesome. Just like this one is. Anyway, so far it looks like it's been mainly spotted at Toys R Us, but I found it at the Air Force Base. Yeah, I almost had a heart attack because I saw the Cybertron and Bumblebee and right behind it was a Drift. I was like, whoa! Anyway, till next time, it's not saying, stay tuned because videos may be rare, but they'll be better. And goodbye.